Under the radar. Stephen Giddy, thanks for calling in. Good luck. Let's get that average double this week, yeah?
Pleasure, guys. Continue the good work.
Thank you.
So the X Factor is an excellent team, man.
So let me get back to Insanity. So we're talking about game one. Sam, hold the calls for 5 minutes for us. I can't even finish the program. So Insanity, game one. Navy pitches ridiculous. Azer pitches 1-0. Now we're all talking on the sideline. Should Azer pitch? Should he not pitch? Should he come back? Should he not come back? 1-0. You got to give the guy a chance.
I was going to say, how could you even think twice about it? I mean, let's give credit where credit is due. I mean, we've given credit to this kid Azer before where maybe he hasn't deserved it and Lewis wasn't so happy about it, but he pitched a 1-0 game against a first-place team.
Gaddy helped him out.
With defensively?
No, Gaddy helped him out.
Oh, but you know what? You don't look at that. You look at the pitcher gets the W. You don't look at the hitting team that didn't come through. Right. Sorry about banging the table.
He didn't get the W, though.
Right, so he didn't get the double. So anyways, 1-0.
Okay,
1-0. They decide to throw him again in game two. Fine. He's pitching very, very nicely. Nothing, a couple of walks here and there. And then comes the turning point of the game. Runner on first.
This is game 1 or 2 of the week?
This is game 2 of the week.
Okay.
Runner on first, tie ball game, or maybe they were up 1-0, and Joe S. actually hit a triple. No, I'm sorry, Stephen Giddy hit a triple. 1-0 this. Runner on first. Runner on third now, no outs. Next guy up, he hits a triple, but he didn't hit a triple because his ball was so foul, right? That it hit the Abid who was kicking the ball in the corner, warming up. That's how terrible the call was. Not only was the call so bad, the other umpire, he went like this with his shirt when he saw the guy. When he said fair ball, the other umpire went like this. Oh my God, I can't believe he called it fair. How did he call that a fair ball? So he said, Blue, could you overturn it? He goes, I can't overturn it if he doesn't ask me for help. I go, well, your friend over there is a complete moron. I'm not asking for help.
Keep it calm, keep it calm.
Anyways, at that point,
I heard Joe had a Mother's Day event he had to get to that week.
Oh my God, this guy wanted to get out of there. Yeah. He had, I don't know how many mothers this guy had to visit, but it seemed to be a lot.
Actually, we're getting word in from the Elias Sports Bureau that Joe Safardi was the one that hit the triple.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Joe. So it was Joe who hit the triple, and at that point, Linsanity just lost it. Lost it on the umpire, Falker got in the guy's face, everybody was screaming, yelling. I mean, it was really called for. And
it was really called for.
It was such a terrible call. 1 second. After that,
I'd like to hear from the other statements when we finish.
After that, fine. They scored a couple of more runs. Fine. Next at bat, next time we're up, there's a runner on second for us. Barry's up with 2 outs. 3-2 count for Barry. The ball comes in, it hits the plate. Barry starts walking to first base. It's a complete ball. Guy saw that Barry was kind of showing him up. Strike 3. Calls him Barry. Same ump. Calls Barry out. Falker gets in the ump's face. Wishes a very bad Mother's Day for his mother.
Who is this? Who?
Wishes the guy his mother has the worst Mother's Day of all time. Alright?
Let's take the call.
Yeah.
We'll take it, but keep your thoughts going after. I want to hear the rest of the story. Don't lose your train of thought.
BKS softball, you're on the air.
Yeah, man. How are you doing? This is Dexter. Calling you from the Jamaican Cricket League. How are you, man?
Listen, Dexter, you gotta get off the field, right? Okay? Dexter, we have...
Listen to me, man. I am going to make a donation to your cause, but you have to share the field.
No problem. If you're going to make a donation, you can have the field.
Listen, Dexter, I don't care what time. We have the field till 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, then you could kick your ball into that stupid goal of yours that's the size of, it's minuscule. I didn't even score goals.
I never saw a cricket player miss with the bat. They hit it every single pitch they hit.
Listen, we come and see. You want to fight? You want to play again? I go play the game, man.
Okay, great.
We take over the field if I'm playing it all.
All right, no problem. Look, we don't want to fight with you. We want to make peace.
His money. Let's take his money.
Dexter, give us some money so we can get you off here.
One of our ones is the best team that wins this week, and you're going to share the field.
Hey,
Come on, have a good day.
have a good day.
101 to who?
All right, Dexter.
All right, Dexter,
send it.
send it in the chat.
All right, is the 101 in reference to how many nickel bags you have?
Yeah. Anyways, So
wait, can I interrupt you 1 second and just point out another word that came in through the message wire? They're giving credit here to my co-host Joe Sutton, saying that Joe Sutton should be the starting center fielder for Insanity.
Stop it! But it was a great play.
After this week, I actually saw the play. I was on third, and I was watching your game. I turned around, I saw he runs back on the ball, lifts his head up. 26, good catch.
After that, also they hit a pop up to me, and there's a play at the plate. The catcher just missed the scoop, but I would have been Gold Glove MVP. It would have been crazy. But anyways, back to Falca. Flips out on the umpire. Wishes his mother a bad Mother's Day, as I said before, and he gets kicked out of the game. Now Salim starts yelling. Everybody starts yelling. Azer's up again.
Implosion.
In the next inning, same thing. 3-2 count. Ball hits the plate again, but Azer started to walk to first base. It was a walk. Pitcher, the guy calls him out, and there was no shot of him.
Guys, I've been doing this for a long time. Umpires are humans. They're going to make mistakes.
No, but Lou, it wasn't just mistakes.
But you've got to learn. You got to learn how. It's just as long as you also got to understand that you got to know how to handle an umpire. That's part of the game.
100%.
And so if you start flipping out on an umpire in a showing him up and in such a public way, it doesn't work. You can get a lot more done by going over to him privately when nobody's watching and just whispering him how you feel.
100%, but I think
You've got to control your emotions.
It all had to do with Linsanity on a full game losing streak, not being able to hit the ball, not being able to do anything at the plate. Like the frustration just built, and this guy and his mother was the one to blame. That's all.
We've all gotten frustrated. We've all lost our temper.
But on the flip side, to agree with you, then there's guys yelling and complaining to the commissioner that you gotta fire him, you gotta switch the call, you gotta do it. The commissioner's not making calls on the field, so the commissioner can't call. You know what I mean? He can't say, "Oh, that was a bad call, umpire, you're out of here." It doesn't work like that.
Once the game starts, the game is in the umpire's hands.
Okay. Right. All right. Well, anyway, let's wrap it up on
anything and anybody I want.
Let's wrap up Linsanity now. The bad sweep this week for Linsanity.
Yeah. So now Linsanity sitting at 4-8, holding on to the fourth place by a tiny thread. And Mark Braha, by the way, who's actually on trial in the with Roger Clemens and Dr. Conte.
Really?
Yeah. It came to reports that Mark saw Clemens getting injected, so he actually can't make any phone calls this week because he's on watch. But he did give some info. He just threw out some ideas that he was saying what he had to say about Linsanity as well as the league, after him also playing in China last year, and
half a season.
Yeah, half a season. So Mark was just saying a couple of things, and I agree with him that one of the points that he was stressing on was that a mask got to be provided by the league to the field. Well, some of these teams don't really have real catches,
right?
So, which was a great point by Mark. And another advice he was throwing out for the league was maybe we should get some drinks on the side, but have the players pay for it. Half of it goes for the cost of the goods, and the other half could go for some donations.
How about even a profit? I mean, I think that this is something that has been brought up for the years past. That have a couple of kids selling some drinks, make a business out of it.
The way to do it is to have one of the fathers that are playing in the
Sure, there's 800 kids.
Help his kid. Go to Costco. Go buy him for a quarter.
Okay, do for nay, let him do
and then go sell him for $1.50.
But Mark's main concern.
It's not that have one kid. There's got to be an enterprising kid out there somewhere.
Right. Mark's main concern was the umpire on first and second on in between the umpire's positioning. No matter where he is, he should be able to overrule the guy when it's such a terrible call. Which you made a good point about that, but
I don't think that's a BKS issue. I think that's an ASA issue. I really don't think that has anything to do with the league specific. That's an in general umpire association call, and maybe you make the call into Mark Goldberg.
Right. But you can't show up the umpire where you put his back against the wall, where he won't ask the other guy. If you make him look like an idiot, the umpire, he won't go ask the guy.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, my